Well, summer is definitely now here. A mixture of sunshine and rain and all sorts of different weathers here in the UK. And we are having, most certainly, the busiest summer we've ever had. And it's really exciting, to be fair. And especially because we've got lots of new birds, including this little chirpy one here, Scout, who I did feature in a recent video showing it flying free outside, flying to the glove. Got some little pieces of quail here actually. This is more or less just meat and bone, a little bit of fat on there as well. I will be giving it some bigger quail shortly, and I'll be feeding the eagles some quail in a minute as well. I can hear them in the background making some noise. Also very excited to get their dinner. And very shortly in this episode of the Owl Diary, I'll be showing you some more baby owls. And, well, the thumbnail's a good clue actually to what's happened, and I'll explain exactly why as well very shortly. But the progress of the new team is going really well, and I've been taking a lot of these birds to the visits we've been doing, like the schools, the care homes and things, and even some flying shows. And Scout here did perform in one of the flying shows. Now I let people know what I was doing when I said it's a very young bird, still a bit fluffy on the head, but of course people just loved seeing it fly to the glove, even if it was only a few times from a perch about 7 or 8 feet away. And as you can see, the face has really come through well. The wings and the tail feathers are basically there, but still quite fluffy on the head. But it's amazing to think that this owl in a few months will look a bit like this photo here. The Ural owl really is a stunning bird. And many of the owls in the Strix genus really are. So the Strix genus is one of the scientific groups, if you like, of owls, and it features things like the tawny owl, which is found commonly in Great Britain. It features the great grey owl and the Asian brown wood owl and many other species of owl. Most Strix species you don't even get in captivity. You know, you can't have them as a falconry bird like we have here. But the few that we have do include the Ural owl, and really is just a stunning bird. Let me show you the new young ones I've got. I'll put this one down, I'll feed that the rest of its food in a moment or two, and let's take you inside the house to meet our latest arrivals. So what's in the box, you may ask? Well, you've seen the thumbnail, you can hear the noises. Not one, not two, but 3 baby barn owls. Here they are, about 4 weeks old now, just about, and I've prepared some mice for them here. And you can hear how I'm whistling as I feed them. And then they learn that the whistle means food. So these 3 barn owls are siblings, and they are related also to Casper, who was from a spring brood from the same breeder. And I'll explain in a moment why I've ended up with 3 more baby owls. There was a very good justified reason for it. In fact, I don't think I've ever had so many baby owls, or owlets as they're called to hand rear, in 1 year. Well, they've had a really good feed of mice and a bit of chicken as well, so they're pretty full now and therefore a little bit quieter. And here they are at that age where the wings are just beginning to form, little paint brushes on the end, very fluffy. It's time to explore a little bit, but quite a lot of development yet to come. So the reason why I've got more barn owls is because we have an ever-increasing number of bookings, and we use barn owls for just about everything that we do. And that's the weddings, of course, with the ring bearing, and that's flying shows and care home visits and everything. And the reason why is they're such great little birds. People love them. They're a native species, one of favourite types of owl for many people, and they fly so well, not just freely into trees and back to the glove, but also hand to hand and fly indoors very well too. So we needed more of them, and I'd intended to get just 2 from the breeder, as I say, we got Casper from, the other barn owl that we've been hand rearing recently, who is now flying free and in shows and things. And when I got there, the breeder said, well, I've got 3 here, and if you like, you can have all 3 for £300. So I'll go on then. I didn't want to split them up. They are siblings sat together, and they do usually sit together in the box to keep warm as well. So they seem to quite like that. So I didn't want to separate them, and I thought if we've got 3, then at least then on a day when we've got 3 weddings, 2 flying shows and something else, we'll at least have enough barn owls to spread around. And it also means that we're not using the same 2 or 3 barn owls every single day. They can have days off as well. One of the advantages of having them together like this and rearing them together, creche rearing as it's called, is it means that we'll be able to fly them together in shows if we wish to. So we're going to have multiple owls flying together, and it also means I can house them together as well. So we're going to adapt one of the aviaries. We're just going to knock a wall down essentially and have one longer aviary with perches at either end and around the edges for them to fly back and forth inside, and of course some nest boxes as well so they can hide away, and they'll get lots of regular free flying outside as well. Do we know if they're male or female yet? We don't. The size difference could be an indicator. Girls are usually bigger than boys, but you can see this one in the middle is the biggest. That's the oldest. This is the second one along, and this one down here, this one's the runt, so to speak. But when I first got them, they were a lot smaller, and they looked like this. This is a clip of me filming them just a couple of days after I got them, actually, where they were much smaller, not as much down on them, and the smallest one does look a bit like a runt, so to speak. The difference in their ages is literally just a few days, and that's how much of a difference you can get in their sizes. But of course this little one could grow to be just as big, if not slightly bigger, than the others. But there they are all together. I'll do another video very soon. You'll see them looking even more like an actual barn owl. Well, I did say I'd be feeding the eagles some quail. Behind me in this aviary, I've got Athena here, and I've got Storm in the background, my Russian steppes eagles. These are quail legs here. And these birds aren't really at flying weight, but they do behave as if they are. And sometimes the personality of them, careful, when they're together can change a little bit, and they can become a little bit sort of keener for food, even though they're not necessarily at flying weight. But don't worry, I am planning on getting these birds flying free very, very soon. It's going to be rather exciting. Right, I'm going to give you a full quail. There you go. Take it over there somewhere. Let's see if we can get Storm. Oh yeah, by the way, this aviary, bit of noise in the background. Now I've got one for you here, look. Here you go. Come on then. So Storm's hiding in the corner. I'm just going to throw it to her. There you go, she's got that one. So this new aviary here is going to feature in a video very, very soon. I think this is what we call an Easter egg in sort of terms of modern day video making and so on. So a little clue, I'm going to reveal this fantastic aviary, which I didn't build, I paid someone to build it for me, very, very soon. Keep an eye on the channel, that video is coming up. Well, there she is in the corner, look, just with her food. Today I am in Essex at this wonderful care home behind me, which, if you're a familiar viewer to this channel, you may think, well, that's not very close to where you are. I'm based in North Yorkshire, and Essex is a good 4-hour drive. Now, I'm aware that if you are watching in the USA, that driving a long distance like that isn't really that long at all. America's much bigger. Here in the UK, there are lots of people who daren't drive more than half an hour before they're worried they're going to get tired and it's too long a drive. Personally, I have lots of driving stamina, so I'm used to driving long distances. But the reason why I am here is part of a wider plan that we have for Owl Adventures. We've become, over the last 13 years of running this business, a really successful little mobile falconry business, with all the care homes, school visits, flying shows, etc. And there's a limit to what we can do in one area. We are doing a lot in Yorkshire and on the outskirts of that area, but we've decided to take what we've got in North Yorkshire and copy and paste it around the country. And we're really excited about what we're doing. We've got some new marketing online coming out in just a few days' time, where the website's going to have a load of updated landing pages so people will find us online in areas other than Yorkshire. And we're also doing a lot of active marketing, which we've become rather good at, and doing more work in this area. And one of the reasons for coming here and providing this care home visit today was to get another company, another business, another client, if you like, in our database to visit on a regular basis. And they enjoyed it so much, the residents got so much out of it, that the manager has already booked us again for a couple of months' time. And we're going to tie that in when we're down doing something in London and something in Cambridge. So it's a little trip down, a couple of hotels, and we can service all these bookings. In fact, later this month, one of our team members is going down to Hampshire and North Devon, Somerset area, and they're doing 2 weddings and 4 care homes in just a couple of days, and then going to come back again. And it's the right way to do it because we're not driving people up and down the country all the time. And if you're wondering how the birds are overnight, well, they'll sit in their boxes and fall asleep. This is what a lot of falconers do when they're doing weekend flying show events. So we actually make sure that while we are taking them around about the country, we are taking them out, time on a perch, time to fly, be it indoors or outdoors or both, perch with water as well. We clean the box out while we're doing that, and then they go back in the box again, and they're quite happy. So we can do that for 3 days, maybe maximum in a row, little trips around the country to service. So I suppose what I'm saying is Owl Adventures is now a UK-wide business. We've kind of said that for a while, but we now fully are, and we are very excited about what's coming up in the future. So if you happen to be somewhere in the country not near North Yorkshire and you'd like us to come and provide a flying show, or come visit your care home or school or a kids party or corporate event, then please do get in touch. And if you are a falconer yourself or someone learning how to take care of birds of prey, thank you for getting in touch. If you have done, I've had quite a few people comment on the videos and even contact me through the website or on WhatsApp, and I have given advice. Happy to do that. So if you'd like any advice, or if you've got any questions you'd like to ask me, please do message me and I will get back to you.